What if the person texting you, "Good morning" every day is actually part of a billion-dollar crime machine? That sweet line, "Babe, I believe in you. Let's invest together," is just being sent to a ton of people at once. These slick online investment schemes have quietly drained billions from ordinary people. And just this year, one of the key figures tied to this world, a businessman named Chun Zi, finally ended up in handcuffs after authorities traced and seized about $15 billion worth of Bitcoin linked to his network. Today, I'm going to walk you through how this hustle actually works, how they get into your head, how the money disappears, and how the takedown happens so you can spot it before it ever touches your wallet. It usually starts super innocently. You get a random, "Oops, wrong number," or "Hey, do I know you?" on WhatsApp or Telegram. No ask, no links. They just talk. They remember your birthday. They send selfies. They tell you about their trading job, their uncle in finance, or how they escaped poverty by learning to invest. They slowly become that person you vent to about work, your bills, your dreams. Then, very carefully, the money talk slides in. They mention they made a few thousand trading crypto last week. They show screenshots of a trading platform you've never heard of with charts, balances, and profits going up in green. They say, "I can show you. I just want you to live better." Now you don't feel like they're selling you something. You feel like they're giving you an opportunity. That's the trap. So you try a little? Maybe you move a small amount of money to this platform. You see your balance go up. You might even be allowed to withdraw a small profit at first. That tiny win is there for one reason: to convince you to go all in. When you start dealing with real money, like your savings or a loan, that's when everything shifts. Because behind that shiny app, there's no real investing happening. The moment your crypto leaves your real wallet, it's routed through addresses controlled by the scammers, sent through exchanges or decentralized protocols, and sometimes even cashed out at crypto ATMs or turned into luxury cars, watches, and property. The profit you see on the screen is just numbers they type in. The real money is already gone. To make it concrete, in Vancouver, police recently warned about 2 cases that are textbook versions of this play. One victim was groomed for months by someone posing as an investment mentor and ended up sending around 565,000 Canadian dollars. And that's just one branch of the tree. Another flavor of this scam doesn't come through. Fake romance hit comes dressed as customer support. You get a call or text from Coinbase Security or your bank's fraud department. They tell you, "Your account is under attack. We need to move your funds to a secure wallet." They send you a QR code or link to approve the transaction. What you're actually doing is giving them control or sending your crypto straight into their wallet. In one US case, a group stole around $16 million by impersonating financial institutions and tricking people this way. So where does Chun Zi enter in this? Public reports from major outlets and investigators describe him as a wealthy Chinese businessman in Cambodia, the face of a conglomerate called Prince Group Banks, real estate, flashy projects, and photo ops with powerful politicians. But behind that polished image, he's alleged to have links to giant compounds in Cambodia and nearby countries where thousands of people were forced to run these online scams. Many of those workers weren't criminals when they arrived. They were recruited with ads promising normal tech or customer service jobs. When they showed up, their passports were taken. Movement was controlled. And suddenly their job was to spend 12 hours a day messaging strangers around the world. Playing roles like crypto mentor or lonely investor, using scripts and targets provided by their bosses. If they refused, they were threatened, punished, or even sold to other scam parks. From the outside, these buildings looked like office complexes. Inside, they were industrial-scale fraud factories. By late 2025, blockchain analytics firms and law enforcement agencies were seeing insane numbers. Billions in stolen crypto tied to these scams, with average losses per victim climbing as scammers started using AI-generated faces and deepfake profiles. This wasn't a side hustle anymore. It was a global industry. That's when the hammer started to drop. In October 2025, U.S. authorities announced a massive operation, seizing roughly 61,000 Bitcoin, worth about $15 billion at the time, from wallets connected to a scam network linked to these operations. Around the same time, the UK reported its own record seizures. Media coverage and official briefings repeatedly pointed toward Chunzi and his network as being at the center. Then, in early January 2026, Cambodian officials detained Shun in Phnom Penh. Under heavy international pressure, he was quickly extradited to China to face charges. Meanwhile, U.S. prosecutors still have charges like wire fraud and money laundering lined up, so his legal story isn't over yet. Now, the big question: does that arrest magically make you safe? Not really. The structures he helped build can be copied, franchised, and run by other people. As long as scammers can hide behind fake profiles and crypto wallets, they'll keep hunting for lonely, stressed, or hopeful people online. But understanding the pattern makes you extremely hard to scam. So here's how you protect yourself. First, if someone you only know online keeps steering the conversation back to investing, treat it as a red flag. Real relationships don't revolve around you wiring funds to a random platform. Second, never follow investment links or QR codes that arrive in texts or emails even, if they use the logo of a company you trust. If someone claims to be from your bank, hang up and contact support directly through the official app or website. Real staff will not pressure you to urgently move assets. Third, lock down your setup. Use hardware wallets for serious holdings and turn on multi-factor authentication. And if you do get hit, don't suffer in silence. Report it fast to local police or financial regulators. They're building scam trackers and can sometimes trace or freeze funds if you act quickly. The reality is, the person texting you sweet nothings about financial freedom might not be a lover or a mentor. It might be someone in a crowded room reading from a script and sending the exact same line to 100 people that day. The difference now is, you know the playbook. And once you know the playbook, you're a lot harder to play. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button for more awesome deep dives.